I thought the first half was more similar to what our goal was tonight as far as the possessions were concerned and what we wanted to do defensively. I was disappointed in the second half. Well, I was disappointed really in the first half with our on-ball defense. I felt like we overhelped in a couple of scenarios and spotted some points in the first half, and then second half, I just thought we were just the softer team, to be real honest. We were just the softer team. I thought that was true at the offensive end of the floor. I thought it was true at the defensive end of the floor. There were some good things that came out statistically, but when you're shooting better percentage from the three-point line than you are from the twos, it's not a matter of a lid on the bucket. I think our softness is what kept us from finishing a lot of those that we needed to finish. Faith can't have the stat line she has and miss the point blanks that she's got, when we're going to her, constantly and consistently. Anyway, I just thought, just overall, I thought we were soft defensively, and that's what's gotten us into this position. I think what we like to do defensively, 68 points is too many on our home court here at the Mabee Center for them. But again, a very good South Dakota State team. I thought they executed very well with what they wanted to do tonight. And once they got a good 10 to 12 point lead, I think they're the kind of team that they know how to hang on to that, and they play well once they get a lead and they relax. And so then I thought we finally had a little bit of an attitude and a little bit of a fight show up in us from about the last media timeout in the fourth quarter to the end of the game, but at that point it's too late. It's nice to see it for a moral victory, but you don't get a real victory, out of those. So anyway, disappointing just in our performance here tonight, but at the same time, I like the direction that we're going. And one of the things that was kind of nice for us is that we've been playing so many teams that play against us, that play zone. It was nice to be able to play some possessions tonight and kind of get the rust off a little bit and get to play against some man and doing some things like that. But I think that created a little bit of an execution problem for us tonight too, that I think we showed that we were rusty, because we've just been playing against teams that play 95% zone with a lot of the things that they do. So gives us some good stuff to head to the practice floor with tomorrow as we prep for IUPUI on Saturday. But yeah, overall, I would say had a couple of good individual moments at times, but overall as a team, just not the crew that's gotten themselves into a 6-1 position. But if you would have told me at the start of conference season that we were going to end first round play at 6-2 and be right there in the top and be in that good position, I would have been more than happy with that. Things hit me as we were walking off the floor tonight that this is the first time that Kaylin Mayberry has ever played against South Dakota State. She's, the Southland is all she knew, before she redshirted this last year. So she's getting a taste of that. And same for Maria, same for Ashley. Basically you've got 3 of our 5 starters. Well, 4 with Blair also. 4 of our 5 starters have never seen this team before. And you kind of have to play South Dakota State once to kind of know what's coming and kind of know what to expect. So there was some valuable experience gained tonight also. I think that I would have liked to have just seen a little bit more toughness. It's not that we weren't tough, it's just that we were soft. I think it's going to be both of those. Knowing what these girls have in them, I felt like we were softer than we have been lately. And so we've got to reroute that. But 6-2 in the first round is a nice moral victory, here this evening, but we're looking forward to going back and seeing everybody a second time.
You started a 6-game winning streak, and you played South Dakota State 3 times last year. You mentioned KK and Maria that you played in. But were you a little surprised with the winning streak, and then having played them 3 times, including in South Falls with a kind of a big crowd, of how they responded tonight?
Surprised as far as how I felt like my team was kind of soft. Yeah. Well, considering I've got about 7.5 kids on my roster right now, and 4 of my 5 starters had never played them, and really just Dorka. Dorka had a little bit of experience with them last year. I'm trying to think, Esther coming in off the bench. Esther hadn't been on the floor against him before. So, no, I think, obviously South Dakota State is the top of our league, so we've got number 1 here tonight, and I was proud that we put ourselves in a position to have that opportunity. But we have a very small margin of error, when you play a high caliber team. And again, I felt like Aaron's kids really executed well tonight. They at both ends of the floor. I was really happy. There was a couple of good stats for me that we matched them at the free throw line, as far as both teams getting attempts and everything. And I was really happy to see our offensive rebound output but we needed that to offset the 15 turnovers at the same time as well. So, I'll look forward to getting to play this one again. Obviously, it's going to be hard to go up to Frost and try to get a win with them up there, but I also know that we're much more capable than we showed tonight. And so I'll look forward to just seeing how we respond and how we grow from that also. I think it's less of a lot of adjustments we would make, and I think it's more of just the girls having an opportunity to experience and go back and see film now and see a video and really being able to kind of see themselves in the execution moments. So.
Kind of answer